To the reader. The reason why a special chapter is assigned to the collapse of the theory of evolution is that this theory constitutes the basis of all anti-spiritual philosophies. Since Darwinism rejects the fact of creation, and therefore the existence of God, during the last 140 years it has caused many people to abandon their faith or fall into doubt. Therefore, showing that this theory is a deception is a very important duty, which is strongly related to the religion. It is imperative that this important service be rendered to everyone. Some of our readers may find the chance to read only one of our books. Therefore, we think it appropriate to spare a chapter for a summary of this subject. In all the books by the author, faith-related issues are explained in the light of the Quranic verses and people are invited to learn God's words and to live by them. All the subjects that concern God's verses are explained in such a way as to leave no room for doubt or question marks in the reader's mind. The sincere, plain and fluent style employed ensures that everyone of every age and from every social group can easily understand the books. This effective and lucid narrative makes it possible to read them in a single sitting. Even those who rigorously reject spirituality are influenced by the facts recounted in these books and cannot refute the truthfulness of their contents. This book and all the other works of the author can be read individually or discussed in a group at a time of conversation. Those readers who are willing to profit from the books will find discussion very useful in the sense that they will be able to relate their own reflections and experiences to one another. In addition, it will be a great service to the religion to contribute to the presentation and reading of these books, which are written solely for the good pleasure of God. All the books of the author are extremely convincing. For this reason, for those who want to communicate the religion to other people, one of the most effective methods is to encourage them to read these books. It is hoped that the reader will take time to look through the review of other books on the final pages of the book, and appreciate the rich source of material on faith-related issues, which are very useful and a pleasure to read. In these books, you will not find, as in some other books, the personal views of the author, explanations based on dubious sources, styles that are unobservant of the respect and reverence due to sacred subjects, nor hopeless, doubt-creating, and pessimistic accounts that create deviations in the heart. Some Secrets of the Qur'an. By Harun Yahya. About the author. The author, who writes under the pen name Harun Yahya, was born in Ankara in 1956. Having completed his primary and secondary education in Ankara, he then studied arts at Istanbul's Mimar Sinan University and philosophy at Istanbul University. Since the 1980s, the author has published many books on political, faith-related and scientific issues. Harun Yahya is well known as an author who has written very important works disclosing the imposture of evolutionists, the invalidity of their claims and the dark liaisons between Darwinism and bloody ideologies. His pen name is made up of the names Harun, Aaron, and Yahya, John, in memory of the two esteemed prophets who fought against lack of faith. The prophet's seal on the cover of the author's books has a symbolic meaning linked to their contents. This seal represents the Quran as the last book by God and the last word of Him and our prophet, the last of all the prophets. Under the guidance of the Quran and Sunnah, the author makes it his main goal to disprove each one of the fundamental tenets of godless ideologies and to have the last word, so as to completely silence the objections raised against religion. The seal of the Prophet, who attained ultimate wisdom and moral perfection, is used as a sign of his intention of saying this last word. All these works by the author center around one goal: to convey the message of the Quran to people, thus encouraging them to think about basic faith-related issues, such as the existence of God, His unity and the hereafter, and to display the decrepit foundations and perverted works of godless systems. Harun Yahya enjoys a wide readership in many countries, from India to America, England to Indonesia, Poland to Bosnia, and Spain to Brazil. Some of his books are available in English, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Urdu, Arabic, Albanian, Russian, Serbo-Croat, Bosnian, Uyghur Turkish, and Indonesian, and they have been enjoyed by readers all over the world. Greatly appreciated all around the world, these works have been instrumental in many people putting their faith in God and in many others gaining a deeper insight into their faith. The wisdom, and the sincere and easy to understand style employed give these books a distinct touch which directly strikes anyone who reads or examines them. Immune to objections, these works are characterized by their features of rapid effectiveness, definite results and irrefutability. It is unlikely that those who read these books and give a serious thought to them can any longer sincerely advocate the materialistic philosophy, atheism and any other perverted ideology or philosophy. Even if they continue to advocate, this will be only a sentimental insistence since these books have refuted these ideologies from their very basis. All contemporary movements of denial are ideologically defeated today, thanks to the collection of books written by Harun Yahya. There is no doubt that these features result from the wisdom and lucidity of the Qur'an. The author certainly does not feel proud of himself, he merely intends to serve as a means in one's search for God's right path. Furthermore, no material gain is sought in the publication of these works. Considering these facts, those who encourage people to read these books, which open the eyes of the heart and guide them in becoming more devoted servants of God, render an invaluable service. Meanwhile, it would just be a waste of time and energy to propagate books which create confusion in people's minds, lead man into ideological chaos, and which, clearly have no strong and precise effects in removing the doubts in people's hearts, as also verified from previous experience. It is apparent that it is impossible for books devised to emphasize the author's literary power rather than the noble goal of saving people from loss of faith, to have such a great effect. Those who doubt this can readily see that the sole aim of Harun Yahya's books is to overcome disbelief and to disseminate the moral values of the Quran. The success, impact and sincerity this service has attained are manifest in the reader's conviction. One point needs to be kept in mind: the main reason for the continuing cruelty and conflict, and all the ordeals Muslims undergo is the ideological prevalence of disbelief. These things can only come to an end with the ideological defeat of disbelief and by ensuring that everybody knows about the wonders of creation and Quranic morality, so that people can live by it. Considering the state of the world today, which forces people into the downward spiral of violence, corruption and conflict, it is clear that this service has to be provided more speedily and effectively. Otherwise, it may be too late. It is no exaggeration to say that the collection of books by Harun Yahya have assumed this leading role. By the will of God, these books will be the means through which people in the 21st century will attain the peace and bliss, justice and happiness promised in the Quran. The works of the author include the New Masonic Order, Judaism and Freemasonry, the disasters Darwinism brought to humanity, communism in ambush, the bloody ideology of Darwinism, fascism, the secret hand, in Bosnia, behind the scenes of the Holocaust, behind the scenes of terrorism, Israel's Kurdish card, solution, the morals of the Quran, Articles 1, 2, 3, a weapon of Satan, Romantism, Truths 1 to 2, the Western world turns to God, the evolution deceit, precise answers to evolutionists, evolutionary falsehoods, perished nations, for men of understanding, the prophet Moses, the prophet Joseph, the golden age, Allah's artistry in color, glory is everywhere, the truth of the life of this world, knowing the truth, eternity has already begun, timelessness and the reality of fate, the dark magic of Darwinism, the religion of Darwinism, The collapse of the theory of evolution in 20 questions. Allah is known through reason. The Quran leads the way to science. The real origin of life, consciousness in the cell, a string of miracles, the creation of the universe, miracles of the Quran, the design in nature, self-sacrifice and intelligent behavior models in animals, the end of Darwinism, deep thinking, never plead ignorance, the green miracle photosynthesis, the miracle in the cell, the miracle in the eye, the miracle in the spider, the miracle in the gnat, the miracle in the ant, the miracle of the immune system, the miracle of creation in plants, the miracle in the atom, the miracle in the honeybee, the miracle of seed, the miracle of hormone, the miracle of the termite, the miracle of the human being, the miracle of man's creation, the miracle of protein, the secrets of DNA. The author's children's books are Children Darwin Was Lying, The World of Animals, The Splendor in the Skies, The World of Our Little Friends, The Ants, Honeybees That Build Perfect Combs, Skillful Dam Builders, Beavers. The author's other works on Quranic topics include The Basic Concepts in the Quran, The Moral Values of the Quran, Quick Grasp of Faith 1, 2, 3, Ever Thought About the Truth, Crude Understanding of Disbelief, Devoted to Allah, Abandoning the Society of Ignorance, The Real Home of Believers, Paradise, Knowledge of the Quran, Quran Index, Emigrating for the Cause of Allah, The Character of the Hypocrite in the Quran, The Secrets of the Hypocrite, The Names of Allah, Communicating the Message and Disputing in the Quran, Answers from the Quran, Death, Resurrection, Hell, The Struggle of the Messengers, The Avowed Enemy of Man, Satan, The Greatest Slander, Idolatry, The Religion of the Ignorant, The Arrogance of Satan, Prayer in the Quran, The Importance of Conscience in the Quran, The Day of Resurrection, Never Forget, Disregarded Judgments of the Quran, Human Characters in the Society of Ignorance, The Importance of Patience in the Quran, General Information from the Quran, The Mature Faith, Before You Regret, Our Messengers Say, The Mercy of Believers, The Fear of Allah, The Nightmare of Disbelief, Jesus Will Return, Beauties Presented by the Quran for Life, A Bouquet of the Beauties of Allah 1, 2, 3, 4, The Iniquity Called, Mockery, The Mystery of the Test, The True Wisdom According to the Quran, The Struggle with the Religion of Irreligion, The School of Yusuf, The Alliance of the Good, Slanders Spread Against Muslims Throughout History, The Importance of Following the Good Word, Why Do You Deceive Yourself? Islam, The Religion of Ease, Enthusiasm and Excitement in the Quran, Seeing Good in Everything, How Do the Unwise Interpret the Quran? Some Secrets of the Quran, The Courage of Believers, Being Hopeful in the Quran, Justice and Tolerance in the Quran, Basic Tenets of Islam, Those Who Do Not Listen to the Quran. Introduction. There are many people who have no faith in the Quran despite claiming to be faithful believers. They spend their lives clinging to delusions and live with contradictions and deficiencies, refusing to adopt the Quran as their guide. Yet, only the Quran provides a lifetime of true knowledge for every person and contains the secrets of God's creation in its truest and purest form. Any piece of information not based in the Quran is in contradiction, and therefore is a deception and an illusion. Therefore, those who do not adhere to the Quran live in a state of delusion. In the hereafter they will be condemned to eternal punishment. In the Quran, along with prayers, commands, prohibitions and high moral standards, God communicates many secrets to mankind. These are truly important secrets, and an attentive eye can witness these throughout his life. No other source than the Quran holds these secrets. The Quran is the unique source of secrets that those people, no matter how intelligent, literate or astute they are, could never hope to find anywhere else. That some people cannot see while others have a grasp of some hidden messages in the Quran is another secret created by God. Those who do not seek these secrets revealed in the Quran, live in distress and difficulty. Ironically, they never know the cause of their distress. Those who learn about these secrets of the Quran, on the other hand, lead an easy, joyful life. That is because the Quran is clear, easy and straightforward enough to be understood by anyone. In the Quran, God states the following: O mankind! A clear proof has come to you from your Lord. We have sent down a clear light to you. As for those who believe in God and hold fast to Him, He will admit them into mercy and favor from Him and will guide them to Him on a straight path. Surat An-Nisa, 174 to 175. However, a vast majority of people, despite being capable of solving the most complicated problems, understanding and putting the most puzzling and ambiguous philosophies into practice, fail to grasp the clarity and simplicity found in the Quran. As this book explains, this itself is an important mystery. Not being able to grasp the fleeting nature of life in this temporal world, these people draw closer to inevitable death every day. The secrets in the Quran are a grace for believers while they bring down torment on disbelievers both in this world and in the hereafter. God relates this fact in a verse as follows: We sent down in the Quran that which is a healing and a mercy to the believers, but it only increases the wrongdoers in loss. Surat Al-Isra, 82. This book deals with the subjects related to some verses God has revealed to mankind as a secret. When a person reads these verses, and his attention is drawn to the secrets in these verses, what he must do is to seek the divine purposes hidden in events and evaluate everything in the light of the Quran. Then, people will realize with excitement that the secrets of the Quran control both their own lives and those of others alike. From the moment one wakes up in the morning, the manifestations of these secrets created by God can be seen. To accomplish this, he only needs to remain heedful, turn to God and think. Then, he will realize that his life is by no means dependent on the laws many people prejudicially adopt and that the only valid authority and laws are the laws of God. This is a very important secret. There is no good in many of the rules and practices the majority of people have accepted for centuries as the most definitive truths. As a matter of fact, these people are greatly deluded. The truth is what is revealed in the Quran. Anybody who reads the Quran sincerely, evaluates events in the light of the Quran and faith, and lives as a friend of God, will clearly see these secrets. This will lead to a better grasp that God is the only one who holds control over every being, every heart and every thought. As God states in a verse, we will show them our signs on the horizon and within themselves until it is clear to them that it is the truth. Is it not enough for your Lord that He is a witness of everything? What? Are they in doubt about the meeting with their Lord? What? Does He not encompass all things? Surah Fussilat, 53-54.